Deuteronomy 3:12-22. As for the land we occupied at that time, starting from Aroer which is by the river Arnon, and half of the hill country of Gilead with its cities I gave to the Reubenites and the Gadites. And what remained of Gilead and all of Bashan, the kingdom of Og, that is, all the territory of Argob, I gave to the half-tribe of Manasseh. This whole Bashan is called the land of the Rephaim. Jair son of Manasseh took all the territory of Argob as far as the Geshurites and the Makahites, and named the area Bashan, after his own name, Hawoth Jair, until now. To Machir I gave Gilead. To the Reubenites and to the Gadites I gave part of Gilead, on this side as far as the Arnon, that is, half of the river and its side, and on the other side as far as the Jabbok, the border of the Ammonites. Then the Arabah Jordan and the Jordan and its banks, from Kinneret to the Arabian Sea, which is the Salt Sea at the foot of the slope of Mount Pisgah to the east. At that time I commanded you, thus, the Lord your God has given you this land to possess. But you, all the valiant men, must cross armed before your brethren the Israelites. Only your wife and children and your flocks, I know you have many cattle, may live in the cities I have given you, until the Lord grants security to your brethren as you do, and they also have the land which the Lord your God is giving them on the other side of the Jordan. After that you may return, each one to his property which I have given you. And I commanded Joshua at that time, saying, your own eyes see all that the Lord your God has done to the two kings. Thus the Lord will do with all the kingdoms, where you go. Do not fear them, for the Lord your God is fighting for you.
Lessons taught the importance of the unity of God's people. Deuteronomy 3:12-22. The unity of the people is very important to God. The Bible teaches that God's people are one body and must be united. The territories taken from King Sihon and King Og were given to Reuben, Gad, and half of Manasseh at their request. However, God gave a condition that all the mighty men of the 2.5 tribes should cross over armed with the other 9.5 tribes and also fight against the Canaanites. Only their wives and children and their many livestock can live in the cities that God has given them. Only after God granted peace and their brothers had the land that God had given them on the other side of the Jordan River, then they could go home. Israel's victory does not depend on their numbers and military strength. Therefore, when God ordered Reuben, Gad, and half of Manasseh to fight together with their brothers, it was certainly not out of fear that their military strength was insufficient. Thus, it is clear that what God cares about is the unity of the 12 tribes. They have to fight together. Like when they fought together to conquer Sihon and Og, later they had to unite to fight against Canaan. The importance of the unity of the people is also seen in the prayer of the Lord Jesus, that they may all be one, just as you, O Father, are in me and I in you, that they also may be in us. Jesus also commanded us to love one another. In line with that, Paul advises us to help each other and bear burdens. Life is always full of difficulties. Therefore, let's learn to pay more attention to each other and help each other. Show the world that we love each other.